Palini start panna. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good morning. The program is live.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. So,
Good morning.
Department of Computer Science and Engineering, EGS Pillai Engineering College in Nagapattinam. Would like to welcome all the participants for the webinar on securing yourself from cyberbullying. For the webinar today, we have with us respected, distinguished alumna, Dr. J. Shiba ma'am with us. So, on behalf of the institute and all the participants, I would like to extend my warm welcome to you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation and spending your valuable time with us on this webinar on securing yourself from cyberbullying. So, just to give a warm introduction about chief guest. So, the expert for today is Dr. J. Shiba. She is working as an assistant professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering Department, Pondicherry Engineering College, Pondicherry. Ma'am has completed her PhD way back, but still she is actively doing research. Dr. J. Shiba ma'am's research area was data mining. Still, she is interested in analytics and other topics relevant to analytics. So recently, 6 months ago, we got an opportunity to participate in 6 days STTP third term training program on cyber security, where ma'am was discussing about the cyberbullying, and also we got the interest from there, and we want ma'am to share his ideas, share her ideas and insights on cyberbullying and how to secure ourselves from cyberbullying, so that it can be helpful for the participants also. So that we requested ma'am. Thank you again, ma'am, for accepting our request. We hope the session would be useful for all the students, especially for the third year and final year students, those who are about to pursue their final year project. So over to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I would like to thank for Chinnadurai sir and principal and EGSP management for giving this wonderful opportunity for me. Shall I go for the presentation?
Yeah, ma'am, please, ma'am.
Okay. So, good morning to one and all present here. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Actually, please go ahead. Okay, thank you. Actually, this topic is a very interesting topic. I started my career in 2011 for this topic. This is one of my research work. But still I'm doing for this area for my research work. Nearly 10 years I'm doing for research for cyberbullying activities. Even though I completed for 2015 my PhD, but still I'm publishing papers for the cyberbullying area. Suppose those want to do for your MB project or ME project or any research, you can always select for this as one of the topic for your career, because nowadays many topics are going for research for the cyberbullying. Why I'm telling now, I'm getting for daily I'm getting for many citation requests for my paper for worldwide, not only our India. In many countries, they are asking for my paper for to get the full paper acceptance, and they are quoting for my paper is one of the citation for their work, their research work. So if you are interested, you can select for this. This is also one of the area, and also this is a well-known topic for nowadays, because even nowadays we are doing for all the people are doing for, we are having for mobile phone, okay, and always we are doing we are started to do for chatting through WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram or all the things, okay, and even many people are doing for laptop or tabs, okay. Unfortunately, or knowing or unknowing, we are secure, we are unsecure from the victim, that bully persons. So here I'm going to give some introduction about the cyberbully, then how we are going to avoid and how we are going to prevent from the cyberbully activities. Okay, now I'll go for the presentation. Actually, what are the topics we are going to see here means we are going to see about first introduction about the cyberbully. Okay, Next, suppose if you want to do for BTech project in final year, now you can take it for issues. I'm going to discuss about many issues here. What are the issues are there in the cyberbullying? Next, we'll go to challenges. Okay, well, suppose if you want to do for research, now we can take it for challenges. Okay, well, challenges is topic for to do the research work. And what are the cyberbully detection methods are available? Okay, because if you are in a CSE students, we are having for many methods and technologies are there for to detect for cyberbully. So what are the many methods that also I am going to tell about here. And while I started for my research work, that time there is no tools and softwares are there. Okay, but we are going to write the coding only. But nowadays, past 3 years, they are introducing for many tools and softwares for to detect for cyberbullying. So what are the current available tools and softwares are there? That also I'm going to discuss with you. Okay, and data sets definitely. Suppose if you want to do any project or even your research, now we need for definitely data sets. Okay, but without data sets, we can't able to do it. Okay, so I'm going to tell for what are the data sets, especially we can use for cyberbullying. Okay, and just I'm going to discuss about my research contributions, what I have done for past 10 years. That I'm going to discuss a small introduction. And what are the using tools? What are the cyberbullying detection techniques are there? So that also I'm going to discuss here. And finally, future research direction. If you want interest, now you can take it for one of the issues and you can solve it. And conclusion. Okay. So first, we are going to see about the cyberbullying. Okay, what is cyberbullying? So cyberbullying is there on electronic media or communication channel. Okay, we are going to bully a person. Okay, we used to send for message, or we are used to threaten the nature or repeated harassment. Okay, or to a individual person or a group. Okay, so that is called cyberbullying. So always we used to hurt the person personally. We are going to hurt the person. We know that we are going to hurt the particular person. Okay, intentionally we are doing for hurting or insulting other things. Okay, so we used to call for another name is called electronic bullying or online social cruelty. These are the other names for cyberbullying. So what are the cyberbullying tactics are there? So in what way we are going to hurt from the others? Okay. Generally, we used to post the comments. Okay, suppose in the Facebook and we are seeing now. Actually, we know that we are not done for that that activities, but we used to post the comments for things. Okay, and rumors. Okay, but we used to post for wrong comments or rumors about someone online. Okay, that are meaning or hurtful or embarrassing or telling to kill themselves. Okay, so we used to post for wrong comments for about the particular persons. Okay, so that is one of the activity for cyberbullying. And another one, we are going to post the meme, okay, hurtful for picture or video. Okay, so first one we are going to use to put for the text. So second one we are going to put the video or image. So next we are going to pretend to someone else in the online in order to solicit or post personal or false informations. Okay, so we know that is a false information for that particular person victim, but we intentionally we are posting for that message in the online. Okay, and we are going to posting for meme or hateful names or commands or content about any race or religion or other personal categories on the online. Nowadays we are seeing for many Twitter messages are coming like that. Okay, so that also come under cyberbullying only. For example, we have seen for nowadays in the Sathankulam the murder. Okay, that father and son murder. Okay, because many threatening messages we used to see for that the police persons and ordinary public. Okay, so that also one type of cyberbullying only. Okay, and creating a mean or hurtful web page about someone's. Okay. So, for example, then China war, we are seeing that. Okay, in the China war, we are, in the Ladakh, we have seen for the China, intentionally they are coming for our places. Okay, then they used to put the messages for online. That places are there. Okay, there we are occupied for that places in India. Like that, they're putting for that wrong information in the online social networks. Okay, so that also hurted by India. So that also one type of cyberbullying for India. Okay, and doxing, that is a one term for doxing we used to use for in the online. So what is a doxing means? It is a form of online harassment. Okay, we used to exert the revenge or threaten or destroy the privacy of individuals. Okay, so that is called for the doxings. So these are the different way we are getting for cyberbullying from the others. So next we are going to see about the characteristics. What are the characteristics of cyberbullying? Okay. So here first term we are used to call for persistence. Cyberbullying is any time we can use to place. Okay, any time or any place. Okay, for example, any time now, even the cyberbullying will act as a morning or afternoon or evening or many. Okay. At the same time, any place, even is if you are in home or common places, so or any schools or colleges or park or something, any places, it can be hurt. Okay. Next, we are going to see for hard to detect. Okay. So in the cyberbullying, it's very difficult to identify the particular persons. Okay. So we used to call for because it's happening for phones. The cyberbullying will be happening for phones or computers or desktop or laptop or tablets like that. Okay, so yeah, because if you are finding one mobile number now, suppose we used to stop the burn the particular mobile number now, then the particular persons, the bully persons will be used for another mobile number. Okay, so like that, this keep on continuing. Okay, so it's very difficult hard to detect for the cyberbullies. Then third one, anonymous. So what is the anonymous now? Suppose we are a victim now, we don't know who is hurting for us. Okay, so that is the thing. So those being bullied might not even know who. It is easy for to hurt from one child to another child. Okay, because it's not be held as accountables. So anonymous. If any third person solely intentionally they are hurting for the particular victims. And fourth one, we are having for spreading. We can capable of spreading a much larger audience because the information we are going to share for the online, so it can be easy and quickly. It will be spread for all over the world. Okay, so we can't difficult to contain for or stop the negative messages. Then easy to be hurtful because once I posted the wrong message for Facebook or WhatsApp, it's immediately revealed for the groups, all the group members. So it's easy hurt for the particular persons. And permanent. Once I posted the particular message now, even though I delete the message also, in some place it will be available. Okay, in the online social networks. Okay, so we can't 100% sure that our information will be deleted. Okay, in any one place the information will be available. So we will be very careful to post for wrong messages in the online social networks. Next one is technology. What are the technologies we are using for cyberbullies? Okay, email. Okay, all of you know what is the email. Through email we can do it, and cell phones, pager text messages, and instant message like WhatsApp instant. Defamatory for personal websites. For insulting for the particular person in her website. Okay, today then defamatory for online personal polling websites. Today I have seen the newspaper. Some persons that Obama and Trump Twitter messages is tracked by third persons. Okay, so that they have tracked the messages. Unwanted messages are put it. Even Obama and the Trump are there are the two members are the top personal persons. They are having for that much security, even though their Twitter has hacked. Okay, so personally, that persons are doing for the third persons are they're doing for the intention of this works. Okay, so that is come under defamatory for personal websites. Okay, and chat rooms. Okay, and gaming platforms. So these are the places the cyberbullies intentionally hampering. So there are two types of that because here we are going to see about cyberbullying. Generally, bullying is there and cyberbullying is there. Okay, what is the common difference between for bullying and cyberbullying? Okay, so bullying is the act of verbally or emotionally or physically abusing for another persons. Just in word wise, we are going to insult for the particular person is called bullying. Okay, but in the cyberbullying, we are used to send for hate mails, threats, and sexual remarks, or posting for false things about someone for in order to embarrass him, in order to keep on, they are going to threaten for the particular persons. So that is come under cyberbullying. Okay, it is a bullies is a one-time incident, but it done over a period of times. It will be happen for even one time. Okay, but a cyberbully is not like that. It is a longer lasting effect on the victims. It keep on continue for cyberbullying. So, for example, it may be done by only one person's or group in the places for bullying. Okay, for example, workplace or home or community or in schools or colleges or like that. Okay, even one person's or group of persons suggest they'll be. Even if our friends are scolded for wrong words, that also come under bullying only. Okay, but cyberbullying, it can be happen for many places. Okay, workplaces, emails or instant messages through the internet. Okay, so mainly it's concept for the online for cyberbullying. Bullying is faced for it is done for face-to-face reaction. Just we know who is scolding for us, so we know easily. Okay, because this is a peer-to-peer communication, like face-to-face. Okay, but cyberbullying is not like that. We don't know who is the persons who is sending these messages, who is posting the wrong comments, all the things. Okay, so the bully can hide this identity. Actually, in that bullying will be happening for your school buses or halls, like the group activities. Okay, but cyberbullying can be avoided for we can able to change for phone numbers, email addresses, and certain chat rooms. Suppose we identified for the particular person is intentionally doing for these activities. Now, suppose he know for he is noted. He can immediately change for his mobile numbers. Okay, all the things. Okay, and even the mail ID also he can able to change. Okay, so that's why I told for it's difficult to identify. Then bullying is happening for it might be done in isolated places, but it can also happen even people watching also. Okay, even other people also can watch for if we are hurting for the particular persons now. But cyberbullying, we don't know who is the other persons don't know who is doing for these activities. Okay, and bullying we can easy to prevent because we know face to face, so we can avoid it. So we can easily prevent. But cyberbullying we can't avoid it. Okay, because we don't know the particular persons. So it cannot be done to prevent it from the being read or seen by the internet users once it has been posted. Okay, so once the wrong message is posted, we don't know who is the particular bully. Okay, so the victim must be suffered. So in the bully, once the victim is home, he is already safe from the bullies. Okay, so suppose I know he is bully now, so I am the victim now. I can able to avoid him. Okay, so I don't want to face him. Okay, if I don't want to meet now, I can able to avoid for bullies. Okay, but a cyberbully is not like that. Even I am the victim, I'm saying I'm also staying in the home also, he can able to attack for in anywhere, because if while I use for mobile phones or laptops or any phones or any other online activities, he can easily threaten for me. Okay, so these are the main difference between for bullying and cyberbullying. But in this presentation, we are going to concentrate about fully for cyberbullying. So generally statistics, what are the statistics are there for? Because generally cyberbullying now, they are going to first step, they are going to take for statistics only. Okay, in generally 25% teenagers have been the victim of cyberbullying for last year. Okay, then 10% of children over the age of 9 have been bullied for online. Okay, but nowadays the percentages are increasing because the past 3 months we are not going for outside, so all the students and other persons are also going sitting in front of the the social networks only. So if I are taking for statistics for next year, definitely this percentage will be increased, I think. Then 33% of victims have been subjected to online tests. Okay? And 95% of teens who witness cyberbullying do nothing about it. So he don't know whether he is bullying or not. That also he don't know about the awareness. And there are 15% of teens who are victims of cyberbullying, but they are not telling to their parents. Okay, what are the various ways in cyberbullying in online social networks? Okay, what are the various ways we are having? Okay, different types of cyberbullying. Okay, first one is a flaming. Okay, flaming is a online fights using for e-messages with angry and vulgar language. Using vulgar language and used to send the messages. Harassment is repeatedly sending for offensive, rude, and insulting messages to the particular. One is a cyber stacking. So cyber stacking repeatedly sending messages that includes are highly threatening. Mainly we are going to threaten message only, we are going to repeatedly send for the particular person. So always we are going to engage in the online activities that make a person afraid for his her own safety. Okay, so compare with these two things, cyber stalking is a high one. Okay, next one is the impersonation. What is the impersonation? We are going to act as a pretending to be someone else and sending or posting for materials. Okay, outing or trickery, we are going to sharing someone's secrets or embarrassing information online. Okay, so that is the thing. Exclusion. Exclusion, we are going to intentionally excluding someone from an online group. Intentionally, I am going to avoid for the particular persons. Okay, so that is common exclusion. Denigration. Insulting someone online, sending or posting cruel gossips or rumors about a person to damage his or reputation of friendships. So these are the different ways we are having for in cyberbullying. Okay, now we are going to see about the components. Okay, so what are the different type of components are there in the cyberbullying? Okay, generally the fundamental component we used to call in the people is called actors. Okay, so we grouped into the three categories. Okay, first one is a bully. Okay, bully na the person who intentionally use the rudeness, threats, or aggression to enforce the domination or cause fear and distress to the others. That means bully na the persons who is threatening for the victim. So that is called bully. Okay, he is the person he is doing for repeatedly doing for the all the unwanted activities. Victim na. Suppose that a person who is targeted by the bully is called victim. Okay, the affected person is called the victims. Okay, bystander. Okay, this is a third person, bystander. Okay, what is the use for third person? The person who witnessed the incident but is not directly involved in the process. Okay, the bystander can provide the support for the victim by posting positive feedbacks for the victim and reacting for the against the bullies. Okay, for example, we can take for the even the same thing we can take for the Chatankulam that incident we can take. Okay, actually something is happened in the inside of the police station. Okay, so bullies they are targeted for the police members and the victim is that father and son. Okay, here the bystander is nothing but they told for the some police person, like they told for the Revati that police one of the woman. Okay, so she is the victim for that particular case, like that. So one or two members they are telling for the incident. So they will be they are the persons they are the victims. Okay, so they will be tell what happened in the things. So that is called the bystander here. Why I am telling for this topic now? I am not intentionally doing for this because nowadays in Tamil Nadu, if I'm taking for newspaper or a channel, they used to tell for this incident. So that's why I quoted for here. But generally, bystander is a third person. Okay, third person, they know who is bully, who is victim. Okay, so they can support the victim. Suppose the victim is going to report for any cyberbully that office now, the bystander can help him for witness. Okay, like witness, that is called bystander. Okay, so this is a pre-bullying and post-bullying. Okay, what will be happen for pre-bullying? What will be happen for after bullying? Okay, so now we know who is bully, who is the victim. We know who is the bystander. Also we know. Okay, pre-bullying now to be monitored. Okay, so pre-bullying now previously before bully happened, what are the activities? After bullying happened, what are the activities? So before bullying now we are going to check first to be monitored. Okay. Post bullying now after it's happened, okay, the bullies has happened, so we are going to identify and we know the particular that bully person, so to be warned or to be excluded from the networks. Okay. In victim side, to be trained, to be educated, because that's why this also now I am going to give the presentation. Why I am giving for this presentation? Because we must be know what is a cyberbully. Okay, so if happens cyberbullying, what are the ways we can prevent or avoid, or how to report for the cyberbully. So to be educated, we are going to educate to the victim so that they can able to avoid it. Okay, even they suffered also, we know how to overcome from the cyberbully. Okay, okay, so that is for pre-bullying. Okay, now it's happened, we can how to identify and how to receive the support, how to overcome this problem. So that is for post-bullying. Bystanders. So I already told bystander is a witness. Okay, so he is to be alerted or to be monitored. Okay, bystanders, because the witness know something is happening for here. Okay, so they will be alerted and they will be keep on watching. Okay, so the same will be happening for after post bullying also. Okay, and platform. So it's simply for risky user profiles. Okay, who are the particular criminal profiles that we are going to go through it here. And here, identification of bullies and victims follow-up actions. Okay, so we can help or after incident, or we can alerting for the bystanders and removing for the offenses like that. Okay? And the content. Previously analyzed content to be used to identify the risky user profiles. Already we know the persons. For example, I'll go for the bus stand or railway station and all. We used to see for one board. Okay, careful for these persons. These are the pickpocketers. So like that, they will be noticed for the many photos are there because they are already notable persons. So so that type of thing will become under pre-bullying. Okay, so because that's the criminal profiles. Okay, so that if you are seeing now that persons now who are the persons, we can avoid from the persons. Okay, in order to avoid for our thing safety. Okay, so that is come under pre-bullying. Bullying the content to be deducted or offensive content to be deleted after suppose it's happened now. So in what way we have got hurted from the bully, so that content we can able to avoid it. So what are the types of bullying we are having? So one is the verbal I already told is the making for hurtful comments, someone's religions or disability, or teasing or name calling or inappropriate sexual comments is come under verbal. Okay. Physical now, hurting person's body or possession. Directly we are going to hit the particular persons. So that is come under physical. Okay? Pushing or hitting or spitting or breaking things or making rude hand gestures. So that's come under physical bullying. Covert bullying is the indirect or not easy to detect. Okay? It will be damage the victim's self-esteem. That means self-respect. Okay? And relationship or social standing. Okay? It includes the behavior such as threatening, hand gestures, and books are spreading gossips or rumors or blackmails also. Okay, so these are come under covert. And sexual. Okay, what is the sexual now? We are going to put the comments or statements of the nature for frighten or hurt the someone victims. Okay, reactive. So it's created by the conflict relationship between the bullies and their victims. Okay, so because we know who is the bully, who is the victim, so the direct communications. Okay, it occurs when people who have been mistreated for a long time, finally they are lash out to the bullies. Okay? So as a result, the victim and bully appeared to switch roles. Sometimes what will be happening if the bully know who is the bully know who is the victim. So the victim don't know who is the bully. But sometimes he came to know he is a particular bully. For him only we are hurting for a long time now. That time it will be the actor role will be switch over. Okay, the victim will be act as a bully and bully become a victims. Okay, so that is called reactive here. Social alienations. So that means what now? So here we are going to leaving someone's on the purpose. Okay, so we are going to give for not letting someone hang out with a group or part of a conversation. So telling others not to friends. Particular persons is come under social alienations. So next we are going to say about the signs and symptoms of cyberbullying. Okay, so what are the things signs will be there? So we can easily avoid it for cyberbullying. We used to avoid the use of mobile devices and computers. Suppose the particular person is the victim now, we can easily identify he is suffering from cyberbullying now. In what are the ways we can able to identify now? For example, we can avoid the use of mobile devices or computers. Okay, and suddenly delete the social media accounts. Okay, so that time we can came to know cyberbullying from others. Okay, then becomes it's moodier after receiving for emails or messages. Suppose he is seeing for one message or mail. After that he became a more his mood will be changed now. Is come under cyberbullying. Okay. In more secretive than usual about online activities. Okay, suppose he used to do for online activities for inside of the room, he don't want to reveal to the parents now, so that come under cyberbullying. So he's unwilling to be go to education institute or workplace. Okay, in order to avoid for the communications with other persons. Okay? They appear more frustrated, impatient, or angry than usual. Usually, he's a calm person, but after this symptoms happening, he is becoming a cruel person. We can hear that he is come under cyberbullying. Then he has trouble for sleeping. He's not getting for a good sleep. So these are the symptoms for cyberbullying. So how we are going to deal with the cyberbullying? Now we know what are the symptoms, we know. Okay, wow. So now how we are going to deal? Okay, how we are going to overcome from the cyberbullying? Okay, wow. We are going to take it for seriously. Okay. Next, we are going to report, if possible, the bullies to higher education institute or working place or their parents. Okay, wow. Or we are going to report the cyberbullying to the digital providers. That means if Facebook na that admin or WhatsApp na that admin, we are going to give the report. Okay, wow. And sometimes the bullying will be last stage. Now we can go for the seek professional counseling for the victims. Counselor we need. So next, okay, now the bullies happen. Okay, what are the effects of bullying? What will be happening? Okay, so first, relationships. So in the relationships, victim handle for interpersonal relationship. Okay, this can be extremely unwilling to get closer to other people, have difficulty when trust. Relationship will be go very less here. Okay, because he is a victim, he can't be able to believe for other persons. Okay, because he is unsecured. Okay, so relationship will be go very low. Academic performance. Okay, suppose he is a victim now, he can't be able to concentrate for this academic work. So that increase for absentees and low GPA scores and dropping out education sometimes. So sometimes that also happen. Okay, and substance abuse. So what is the substance abuse now? Sometimes the victims of bullies are significantly used for abuse drugs or alcohol. Okay, so they'll be go for this sides. Okay, the drugs are they will be take. Okay, and physical health. Those who are bullied for may experience and increase their migraines, stomachache, sleeping nights, and other physical challenges, stress, anxiety. So these will be they'll be suffer. Okay, that particular persons will be suffer. And effects of bullying, the same thing. They'll be loose. Okay, victims may believe for believe that all of their peers dislike them and develop the issues with trust and confidence. Because always he feeling that unsecure. Okay, so he'll be keep on lose for his confidence level. Distress. Cyberbullying can lead to a shift in the mood or emotion in the victims emotionally, because after get the message or after get the mail from the particular bully, he will be disturbed. Okay, so emotionally he will be disturbed. He can't be able to do his for regular activities. And mental health. Okay, victim will be suffer for suicide. Sometimes he will be take for suicide, and sometimes he will take for revenge fantasies. Sometimes he will be become a cruel person. Okay, either he used to choose for dead, or he used to take for revenge. Okay, and bystanders. So bystanders, I already told, this is a witness person. Okay, say they'll be have for depression because they know who is the bully. But due to some feature, some factors, he can't be able to show for that particular person is a bully. So that time I used to get for depressions. Okay, and powerless. He feel that powerless because we know who is the person for bully, but we can't able to give for report to the particular persons, because suppose this person is politically high. We can't be able to give for report. Okay, so you feel that powerless and feel guilty also sometimes. Okay, this is a generally cybercrime. So this cyberbully will come under cybercrime. So that in that domain it will become. Okay, this cybercrime we are having for two types: technology-based cybercrime and content-based. The technology-based are having for hacking, instance of espionage, and injecting for malicious code. Okay, hacking now we are going to try to get into the computer system in order to steal, corrupt, or illegitimately to use the data, to hack the data. I told today it was happened for the Twitter message was hacked by Obama and Trump Twitter message, Twitter account was hacked by the hackers. Okay, so that is hacking also one type of cybercrime only. Okay, instance of espionage. Obtaining the secrets without the permission of the this will be suffered from politically high power persons, or generally generally who is having the top level persons. The secrets will be revealing for nowadays. Okay, injecting for malicious code. Okay, we used to do for explanation of the computer bug that is catched by the process of data. we used to do for the, especially we used to inject for the malicious data. So these are come under technology oriented. Content oriented. Content based cybercrime now we'll get for cyber harassment. Okay, so use of the internet to make for unsalted an interaction with another person. Now we have seen cyberbullying, so that is come under cyber harassment only. Threatening. So threatening now intent to threaten the victims' earnings, employment, reputation, or safety. We are going to threat. Okay, if you are not doing now, I will be revealed for your this information. I will reveal it to your management or your manager. Like that, we are going to threaten for the particular persons. Okay. Okay. So now we know what is the cyberbullying. Okay, how we are going to prevent the cyberbullying. Okay. So what are how we are after we know what are the symptoms, what are the characteristics, what are the types, all that we have seen. How we are going to prevent? First one, we are going to give for the guidelines for appropriate internet use. Okay, internet use. If we are going to give the advice to our students, don't use for this type of online. Don't open for these web pages. Don't click for this link. Like that, we have to give some suggestions or advices to those who are doing for first time they are doing for internet. Okay, and privacy. We should not tell our physical addresses, phone numbers, and all their account details to in the onlines. Okay, and observe. Okay, we are going to notice that if there is any abnormal change in the behavior of mood, okay, the particular person is changing for the mood. Okay, and we are going to check that if the changes usually takes place during the use of digital devices. We used to observe while you use for these mobile phones or a laptop, then his mood is changing now. We used to check. Okay, so we used to avoid to do for online activities. Okay, and conversation. So suppose the particular person is bullied now, we can give for confidence. We are going to his or her. We are going to speak with them. Okay, so what is happening, when it is started, who are all involved, like that we have to speak with the particular bullied persons. Then only we can be able to overcome it. Record. Okay. Try to maintain the record of all the online activities. What are the things he is doing? We used to check for what are the websites he used to see, what are the accounts he is maintaining, all the details he used to take. Okay, so in case if any evidence of online activity is mandatory, even reporting for cyberbullying also. And strangers. Okay, we make sure that they should not be they should be careful about or avoid altogether talking to the strangers online. Sometimes it's happening for Facebook. Okay, so students, you be careful that using for Facebooks. Okay, because all the accounts are not a genuine accounts. Okay, you don't know the particular person. You don't speak with them. Okay, so because they will be do for any things. We are used to hear for many newses for nowadays. Okay, so to keep avoid from the strangers. Okay, and permanent. Once a message, we thought that the message will be deleted, but it should be there in anywhere in any place. Okay, and report. Okay, many laws are there nowadays. They created for cybercrime. We will be see what are the laws we have created. So we have to make a report for cyberbullying in India. Can send the complaint to mwcd@government.in. So through this mail ID, we can able to send for cyberbullying comments. Okay. And you have to immediately register the complaint with the police in case of you are suffering from any activity or crime underway. We can inform to the particular mail ID. Okay, support. Recovering from the strain of cyberbullying can take for time taking. Suppose the victim needs support and guidance. It could be come from the parents' side or peers or family members or teachers. Okay, or even if we need for professional counselor also. Okay, we have to give for the support to the persons. We don't omit or we don't avoid for the bully person. We have to give for the support. Then only they can overcome from the cyberbullying activities. Okay, how we are going to report the cyberbullying in India? Okay, now you even though we have prevent also, sometimes we got for the cyberbullying. Okay, now we are going to report to the India. What are the ways we can able to report? Okay, in cyberbullying, we are having for many things. We are having cyberbullying or cyber defamation of any kind is concept for the cybercrime. The laws covering them under the Information Technology Act, even the laws they have created. Okay, the details of stops registering for cybercrime. We are having how to file a cybercrime complaint in India. So if you are typing this information, will be get for black. Okay, they will be give the detailed information about how to file a cybercrime in India. Okay, it shall also give the complete list of in India along with the contact details also. To whom all we are going to contact. Okay, all the complete details they have given in the blog. Okay, And also we can use to see for the website cybercrime.government.in. Okay, is created by the Ministry of Home Affairs, MHG, for reporting for all the types of cybercrime. We have seen for so far we have seen what are the different types of categories under we have seen. So all the types we can able to report for these websites. So this is a screenshot for this report cyberbullying in India. So here we are having for your full name, how to type it here, mobile number, email address, then gender, age, and city. And we usually get for occupations, okay, well, then organization names, where you are working, that one, how can help you, in what way we need for help from the government side, that one, incident date, in which date you got for suffered that date, bullying type, because we have seen for many types of bullying, what type of bullying you suffered, that one, and platform of cyberbullying, in which platform, is a individual or a home or a community, like that, any other we have to give, instant full details, okay, well, then you have to submit it. Okay, once you have done this, your report will be saved, but it is a secret only. The secret they will be maintained. After they will be called and they will be speak with you. Then they will be take actions. So these are the laws we are having for in India. Okay, well, cyberbullying in India has is that an ugly head in more ways. Okay, it's shocking that there are no special anti-cyberbullying law in India yet, but we are following some laws here. In section 66A, we are following for sending offensive messages through the communication service. 66C, we are going to identify the theft. 66D, we are going to identify for cheating by personation by using for computer violation of privacy. And 67B, punishment for publishing or transmitting a material depicted children in any sexual in electronic form also. Section 72, break of confidentiality and privacy. Under Section 503, Indian Penal Code, sending threatening messages through email. 509 IPC, word or gesture or act intended. And 499 IPC, sending for defamatory messages through email. Okay? And 500 IPC, email abuse. So these are the different ways we can able to suppose we can able to report to the through law we can able to report to the particular bully persons. Okay, so next IFF lab. What is the IFF lab now? In cognitive forensic. Okay, sometimes it happens in evidence in what way they are doing. Okay, in Cognitive Forensic Foundation Lab is a private forensic laboratory in Bangalore and Chennai. In two places only they are having for in India. That offers consultation and digital forensic services for cyberbullying. Especially, they are consulting about the digital forensic services for this lab. Okay, if you need any guidance how to prevent cyberbullying or report cyberbullying in India, it will be helped. Okay, it is here we are using for advanced digital forensic laboratory that houses the latest digital forensic tools and technology they are using for to identify the particular crime. So we can use it for this enables them to join hands with the law enforcement agencies for investigations cases for online defamation and cyberbullying. Okay, so these labs will be helpful for to report for the particular bully persons in evidence manner. Because when we go for court and all, they are asking for in evidence. So that time we can use it for these labs. Okay, so nowadays we are using for many social networks. Okay, so just we are going to see for here two or three to use for always. Okay, so first one is Facebook. Okay, how, because we know that, so generally we can speak that here. Okay, how to report cyberbullying on Facebook for Facebook. Okay, so how we are going to report for the Facebook. Okay, how to report and remove the post. Suppose you know that you are bullied for the particular persons. Now how we are going to post on the post that you want to report or remove. Now we are going to click the arrow on the icon in the top right hand side. Okay, your top right hand side you are having for one icon. You just select I don't like this post. Okay, suppose you don't want this post, now you can select it. And a window removing the post. So it will be asked why you are removing the post. In that we can give the information why you are not liking for this post like that. So once you have gone through this short process, you will have the several options on how to proceed, including the blocking the persons who made the original post and making the complaint on the Facebook. Once you register now, it will be taken for the action. So why you are who is the person, then avoid this particular post. All the information will be registered. Okay, and blocking a user. This is for message. Suppose I want to block for the particular users on the Facebook now. Once the profile page, you are go to the top right corner and click on the button to the right message button. Okay. So here option for, in that you are having one option for to report or block them. Okay. So next, Twitter. In Twitter, how to block a user? You have to click the more icon. One button will be there, more icon. In that, we are going to put for the bottom side of the tweet, we can click for block. So in the bottom side, we are having for one button. If you click now, it will be having for a black button. So if you click block now, it will be block the particular user. Blocking the user through a profile. You can go to the profile page of the user and you want to block it, and click the options icon next to the follow button, and you have to select the block. Okay. And you can also report the users by completing these same steps. Okay. And Instagram, okay, another, because nowadays we are used to see for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, Instagram, now click the options arrow on the post, and you are going to use the profile and click the report. Okay, that's all. Okay, so now we have seen for all the introduction parts about the cyberbullying. Okay, suppose you want to do for project, now we can go for this year after these modules. Okay, issues. What are the issues are there in the cyberbullying? So here, the classifying the conversation into the normal chat or text under cyberbullying attributes. Okay, we don't know is the normal text or cyberbullying text. So that is one type of issues. Okay, another issue is mentally damaging problems on the internet. Okay, generally we used to sit in the internet now. Sometimes we are not getting for mentally we are disturbing. Okay, that one. Then third one, it results a terrible impact of self-esteem and personal lives, especially of students. Many students are affecting for, okay, but they are affecting for the self-confidence and self-respect, all the things. And the data needs to be categorized proper before using any approach for to stop for cyberbullying activities. Okay, so suppose I am suffering cyberbullying now, what type of classifications? So what type of types is come under cyberbullying? So okay, this is the fourth one. So these are the 4 issues are there for to solve for the cyberbullying. Next one, the challenges. What are the challenges we are having? Okay, we are going to detect the cybercrime incidents before happening for any using for tools. Okay, so we used to try develop for any tools before happening cyberbullying. Nowadays we are having for many tools we are having, but what is the main usage for these tools now? Once the cyberbullying happened, after that only the tool will be using for to identify what type of cyberbully, then who is the person like that. Okay, so before that we are going to identify cyberbully activities. So like that we have to develop the tools. Accuracy of cyberbully detection tools. Many tools are there, but it's not getting for 100% accuracy. We need for some increase the accuracy for detection for cyberbully activities. There are insufficient proper training data sets in the field of content-based cybercrime detections. Okay, because already we have seen technology-based cybercrime and content-based cybercrime detections. Okay, but in the content-based cybercrime detection, we need for insufficient training data sets are there. We need for some training data set is high. Okay, the count of harassment messages posted daily are very sparse in the company of million of messages. Okay, yes. Nowadays, if you are opening for WhatsApp, just we are leave it for a mobile phone with 5 minutes. After we opening the mobile phone, we used to get for minimum 20 messages. Okay, so millions of messages nowadays coming for through online. Okay, so it is very difficult to identify the cyberbullying messages. Gathering the suitable training data is there. Major challenges: random sampling will capture only limited bully messages. Even though we are using for training data. Supposing the training data is having for 10,000 data now, we are using for to test for the for only for nearly 1,000 data. Only we used to randomly we can take for 1,000 data. Then only we can able to test for the for our research work or any other project works. So sometimes it will be give for less accuracy. And preventing the removal of valuable messages when attempting to filter the data. Okay, so that also we are suffering for challenges because once the data is there, the data, what are the unwanted messages only we are going to put it into the cyberbully. Okay, so that time if you are removing for the feature processing, that time the pre-processing data we are going to do it in the data mining. We use one step is the pre-processing. Okay, in the pre-processing steps and the feature extraction steps are there. Using these 2 steps, we are going to remove for some unwanted data. Okay, that time our important data also we are losing. So that is one type of challenges. privacy concerns. So sometimes if the particular person is a high level person, a big dot, no, some privacy will be there. Okay, so they don't want to reveal for the particular person. They don't want to punish for the particular persons like that. Incidents should be reported as early as possible. Some instant we have to, suppose this you are bullied now, we have to intimate for within a week or within a month. Sometimes after 1 year they are reporting for last year he has bullied like that, they are reporting. So like that situation, the police people or others community, they can't be able to take for actions. Immediately we have to report the persons. Okay, and false reporting. Sometimes what happen now, false reporting also happening. Actually, that person is a good person only, but intentionally the victim is telling that he is a bully person like that. So that type of situation also happening. Loss of privacy due to monitoring and forwarding to the third parties or removal of messages. Okay, so in here also some we are having for the privacy. Okay, due to forwarding to the third parties. Okay, suppose these are particular persons now, we are going to forward the particular messages to the parents, all the things. So intentionally they are threatening. Okay, so that also is happening. Willingness of the victim to report for cyberbullying incidents. Sometimes particular persons he can't able to, you don't want to report to the bully persons. Okay, willingness of bystander for to intervene. Sometimes the bystander, they don't want to do it for these actions also. Their jobs also, they don't want to do it. So these are the many challenges I identified for this the cyberbullies. So what are the methods are available for in cyberbully detection methods? Okay, we are having for in computer science, we are having for supervised learning. Okay, used to use for any classifiers like SVM, neighbor, standard forest classifier, any classifiers we can use it here. Strictly supervised learning. Okay, we are going to use for unknown n-grams from the small C vocabulary C. Okay, so unknown data also we can use it. Okay, lexicon based words. If we are going to use for learn the presence of words from the predetermined dictionaries. Already we know these are the words are bullied words that we use based on these words we can use to identify the cyberbully words. Next one is a rule based. Okay, so in the rule based, I use for to use as age, mobile phone, and usage in what way use what is the style for mobile phone he is using, that style, and match text. We can identify the cyberbully activities. And mixed initiative, combine for human based, any one of these 4 methods. And virtual cues. Okay, that means signals. Okay, features extract from the image or video content. Okay, networks structures, we can use it for extracted from the followership or communication networks. Okay, temporal or statistic, we are going to elapse the time between commands made by 2 different users to measure the influence of cyberbullies. Okay, then next one is the combinations. Is a combination features leading to the multimodal method. Multimodal in many ways, text, audio, video, like that. Followers or demographic informating age profile. Who is the followers? What is the age? Okay, age, gender, race, cultures. Based on that, we are going to identify the cyberbully activities. Then tools. What are the tools are there? Okay. So in these tools, we are having for eBlaster. Okay, eBlaster, NetNanny, and Cloud9, and IM Big Brother. So these are the tools are available. It's mainly considered about the packet sniffing. Okay, that domain is the packet sniffing. These tools scan for all the outgoing or ingoing traffic in the network, and then they are applying for the filter. Okay, and SafeChat is another tool. It's mainly supported for open system for communication in real-time protocol. Okay. Drawback now, it's not compatible with other protocols. Okay, so they introduced for the another version, SafeChat 2.0. So this is a third-party plugin for the PDG. Okay, it's an open source instant messaging system. We are going to use as a predator detection algorithm. So classify for the chat participants as the potential predators. Okay, then these are the softwares available. Fear not. So these are one type of software. We are going to is mainly interactive for the drama or video game that teaches the children strategies to prevent for explosions. Samatian's Radar. This is a one type of application used to alert the users when it spotted someone of either bullied or depressed or sending for disturbing suicide signals. Okay, but due to some privacy, the software is stopped now. smartphone application which shows up the pop-up warning messages when user tries to send a message having for harmful content. Just to send the warning message. Suppose he's trying to send for the bully is trying to send for the message to victim. Now you just send the signals. He's trying the message so that we can switch off the mobile like that. We can do it for any actions. Pocket Guardian is a parental monitoring application which detects cyberbullying texting, but also the images also can detect using machine learning algorithm. It's using for this software, but we have to pay it for every month. So monthly we are going to pay the amount. So these are some data sets. A forum, is a people were gathered to discuss the various topics and subjects. Okay, so is our common forum. We can able to discuss all the topics, common topics, sports, cultural, politics, like any topics we can use to tell. So the website is f4forums.com. Okay, here having for many threads and posts is there. In the forum, we are having for many forum topic is there. But suppose you want to do for forum for cyberbullying direction, you can select for crime debate forum dataset. Okay, it contains for nearly 198 threads. 7621 posters are there. Is a Twitter dataset. You know what is a Twitter? It's a networking device. It enables the user to send and read the messages. Okay, the users can post and interact with the short messages. Okay. So the dataset is having for 7321 bullying tests we are having. Using for Twitter streaming API, we can extract the tweet from the Twitter. Okay. It contains the words like bully, bullied, bullying. What are the words? This type of words, the type of tweets only it will be identified from the datasets. Okay. So using the tweet, we can able to identify participants' bullying roles are identified and emotion labels are provided. Okay, is available from this following website URL. Like MySpace dataset. This is also one type of online network. It directly focuses the directly bully to victim cyberbullying instance. Okay, so it's available for this URL. Like FormSpring is a question answer based online social network. The ability of the user to pose the questions or anonymously open the doors and harassment profiling area. Okay? So it is available for this website. And finally, Instagram datasets. Okay, it's a media-based mobile social network that allows the user to post a comment on the images or videos. Okay, which is for the user has posted. Okay, so it's available for these websites. So these are the different datasets we can use for. Suppose you want to do for cyberbullying detection techniques, like okay. So these are my research. So here, Pahini Murugan sir. Pahini Murugan sir.
Ma'am, yeah, ma'am.
Shall I take 5 minutes extra?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. You can take more than 5 minutes. That's our question.
Okay. Thank you. So this is my research contributions because I already in the starting the presentation I told past 10 years I'm doing for research for this area. So these are the my techniques. Just I'm telling for one line. Okay, well, suppose if you are interested to do for research in that area, now you feel free to contact me. My mail ID shiva@tech.edu. Okay. So here first technique I used for sentence abuse detection using for text mining because my area is text mining. Okay. So the abuse that the cyberbullying words first I have detected from the online social networks. Okay. Next I used for detection of online social bullying attack from forums. Using forums dataset, now only I discussed the forum dataset. So using the forum dataset, I can able to detect the cyberbullying words. And the third paper is cyber detection using for intelligence techniques. Intelligent technique, I used to for genetic algorithm here. Okay, how to using genetic algorithm, how we are going to identify the cyberbullying words. And cyber detection Twitter using classifiers. Okay, well, in Twitter dataset I used here using classifiers like random forest, SVM, neighbors, many classifiers are there. So just I compared my results. And fifth paper, cyberbullying among adjustments and effect of identification, prevention, and intervention of cyberbullying. How to identify, how to prevent, and how to intervene to avoid from the cyberbullying. So my next paper is cyberbullying image and text detection using for convolutional neural networks. In neural networks, I'm going to text for image and text. Okay. So far, I have seen for only concept for text. So now I'm going to combine with image and text also. Okay. And another one is identification, classification, cyberbullying incident using for bystander. Okay, because I told for the third component is bystander. Okay, is a victim, witness person. So using bystander model, how we are going to identify and identify and prevent the cyberbullying activities that I have discussed for this paper. And another paper, cyber detection classification system using for hybrid techniques. So using fuzzy logic and genetic algorithm, I applied for here. And another paper is low frequency keyword extraction, sentiment classification, and cyber detection using only for fuzzy logic technique. So here this for cyberbullying and self harassment and access for detection, prevention, recovery from the harm. How to recover? So many techniques I have discussed for to recover from the cyberbullied persons for this paper. And another paper, impulsive intermodal cyberbullying recognition from the public nets. So intermodal means I used to take for here many techniques, image, text, audio, and video. 4 topics I concentrate here. And improved cyberbullying detection techniques using for multiple correlation coefficient from the forum corpus. That means what now? I introduced for multiple correlation coefficient. That is one of the feature extraction techniques. Okay, using that feature extraction techniques, I have detected from the cyberbulliers from the forum corpus. Okay. And another paper, cyberbullying detection classification using information retrieval algorithm. Using information retrieval algorithm, here I used for Levinston distance algorithm with the fuzzy logic and genetic algorithm applied here. And automatic multimodal cyberbullying detection from social networks. How automatically it will be detected from the cyberbulliers from the social networks. So these are the papers I have published. Still I'm doing for here. So just I wanted to explain for some of the tools they used here. So we tell what are the tools they used. Okay. Here they used for the Twitter. The Twitter they use for different tools. Suppose you want to do for using tools, you want to detect the or identify the cyberbully words. Now we can use it here. LinkPipe is one of the toolkit. It's for computational linguistics, like machine translation, grammar check, text mining, so that we can use it with the neighbors classifier algorithm used here. Tweet extractor. These are one of the tools. It will be extract the tweets from the Twitter continuously. Okay. Gephi is one of the tools. It's an open source graph visualization and manipulation of softwares. Okay, and another one is here Amazon Mechanical Turk service is one of the tools. It's mainly used for coordinate the use of the human intelligence to perform the task that computers are unable to do. Okay, on demand basis, it will be used. Because if you are having the many data sets will be there, in what type of data sets you need now, it will be automatically extracted and it will be give it the input to your data sets. So that only I explained here. So because there is no time, so just I'm skipping here. Suppose I use for cyberbullying block for application for Android. Okay, even mobile phone also we can create the app for here. Okay, so what type of message will be coming? It will be a heart. Okay, for example, we can use it for Java and Android Studio. Okay, we can use to develop for application, one of the applications. So here we are having for text on the mobile screen and push button to the select the method, feedback to the users. Okay, so through mobile we can able to give the warning message to the thing. Okay, so that is the main thing. Okay. Okay. So future research directions. Suppose you want to do for those who you want to do for a PhD now, we can use for these are the issues we can take it. We have to develop for artificial intelligence based methods for identifying the rumor or gossips, because Twitter now we are having for many rumors and gossips are there. Okay, so that type you can concentrate. Okay, and we are going to identify the pronoun phrases that case for cyberbullies. Pronoun phrases. Okay, and indecisiveness, wishes, cavities, and preference for the users. Based on the wishes, cavities, and preference for the users, we can able to develop for on cyberbully detection tools here. Okay, and we can able to develop the technique for finding for implicit words. So far we have seen for explicit words only. So we can use for try for implicit words also. Develop a new feature extraction technique to overcome for the logical reasoning. Okay, well, we know the artificial intelligence method that we can use for logical reasoning. Well, this will be happen. So if it's happening these steps now, next step will be happening for like that only. So based on this logical, we can able to identify the cyberbully words. And we have to direct the cyberbullying written in all the national language using for NLP and machine language. That we can use it. And we are going to use for the detection of fine-grained cyberbullying related categories such as threats, curses, expression of racism, and hate. That also we can concentrate. And we can also focus the detection of participants typically involved for who are the participants involving for these cyberbullying activities that we can identify. The system would also allow to provide the feedback in the function of the recipients. Okay, well, based on the feedback, we can easily judge these are the persons, the bullied persons. Okay? to backtrack the cyberbullying behavior, looking at the issues for profile, typologies, and behaviors. Okay. Here, a multicultural approach we are going to use for cyberbullying can also for inform the algorithmic approaches for detections. If you can able to propose for any new algorithmic, you can able to propose here to detect for dynamic content-based cybercrime to overcome the drawback of imbalanced streaming and noisy data. Okay, so that also we can able to concentrate to do for research. Okay, I just conclude. So here to investigate for the automatic detection of cyberbullying related posts on the social media here. So automatic detection of signals of cyberbullying would enhance the moderation that allow to respond quickly and when necessary, because manually to detect for cyberbullying words from the social networks now it's a tedious one. So we need for automatic identification of cyberbullying words here. And mainly the research will be focused on detecting for cyberbullying attack through the overlooking post written by victims and bystanders. Okay? And a cyberbullying technique serves the platform for the web administrator by the finding the cyberbullying related words in an effective manner through which any cyberbullying activities can be spotted. Immediately we have to identify now we can avoid for these problems so that we can control the web users from not being the victims of the cyberbullies. We are giving for this awareness program and all, we can easily avoid it. We should not we are going to require from the particular persons from the cyberbully persons. Thank you. If you need any questions, you can ask me now.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, just to summarize, you started with introduction to the cyberbullying and components of cyberbullying, examples of bullying, then what is bully, what is victim, and what is a bystander.
Yeah.
Examples, that was so much conclusive, ma'am. Then what will happen before bullying and after bullying, types of bullying, symptoms, signs, how we should deal with the bullying, effects of bullying, then some tools to detect and how we can prevent. And finally, you also talked about your research contribution in the area of cyberbullying. It was truly inspirational for us, ma'am. If you just go through the feedback as well as through the comment section, it is very, very overwhelming that the session is very, very good. Thank you so much, ma'am. The comments are like, okay. Thanks for your valuable information. Thanks for your time, ma'am. It's good, useful information. Thank you. Only positive feedbacks by the participants. It is overwhelming, ma'am. So before we officially conclude, we have a few questions raised by the participants, ma'am. One is, how do we relate fake accounts created in social media? It may be with Facebook or Twitter. How do we relate to the fake accounts created in social media with cyberbullying? Both are same or related. What is your take on it? This is one question raised by Mr. Naveen.
Okay. Fake accounts, how to identify? Okay. So this is a challenging one. Okay, because now only I told that cyberbullying is very difficult to identify because of this message only. Even if we are identify the particular fake ID, also they will be the same person will be created for another fake ID. Okay, so fake ID it's very difficult to identify. Even the administration they have to give the informations. But in India, it is very difficult to do for the type of actions because suppose. Facebook, we are going to identify the fake ID now. That Facebook administrator will give for rules for you or a license for you to get the information. Okay, so that also is going for one of the research for cyberbullying. But many papers we are doing for this fake ID also. But even though we are identifying also. The person is creating for the fake person is creating for many different ways for to identify that particular ID is the fake ID. So that much they are concentrating about that. So better we are going to prevent it from this cyberbullying activities. But we can't 100% sure that to identify the fake ID. That is a problem.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for the answer, ma'am. And we have another question that is raised by Mr. Harish. That is. Can we understand like forcing someone to do something is cyberbullying? Forcing or prompting someone to do something that is out of context.
Yeah, that also is come under cyberbullying only. Where they are going to threatening or they are going to harassing, na, it's come under cyberbullying only. Keep on they are doing like that, na, it's come under cyberbullying.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the answer. And we have one more question. That is, what are the disadvantages of cyberbullying? Is there anything like that? Is it in the context of the session? Disadvantages?
Disadvantages means I told you that what are the effects of cyberbullying? What will be happen? You will be lost for your information. In the slides itself, I have given what are the problems that will be happen. You will be loss of your health things, and you will be lost for your academic performance. All the regular activities will be reduced for your self-esteem, that is self-confident. Many disadvantages is there for that cyberbullying activities.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the answers. I hope the students, participants who raised the questions will be happy with the answers. So with all due respect, I would like to thank you, ma'am, again and again for accepting our request and sharing your valuable time with us. The topic cybersecurity we all know here and there, but cyberbullying is a very specific topic. So we hope students, the participating students, will take a lot of inspiration forward. We hope we will be seeing a lot of projects in cyberbullying.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And I also would like to thank Pani Murugan sir and Jim sir for successfully support for this webinar for completion of this thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the Secretary Principal, CEO, and COE, and Head of the Department, and all the faculty members of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and all the faculties and all the students of EGS Pillai Engineering College, I would like to thank you, ma'am, for your time. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I would also like to thank the participants for patiently listening for 1 hour nearly. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity given for me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.